Hello fellow Pokemon fans and welcome back to my Let's Play Pokemon Sword series on the Island of Armor, or Isle of Armor as it's said. The first of two expansions to come out for Pokemon Sword and Shield over the summer and fall. In this one I have already gotten my trusty partner Urshifu, well I guess Cubfu, and evolved him into the Dark type user Urshifu here. And now we are on a quest to gain some sort of delectable treat to put in the Max Mushroom soup that will allow our Urshifu friend to Dynamax, or in his case, Gigantamax. So we're off with Hop to look for a Pokemon that produces nectar of some kind, and where best to find nectar-producing Pokemon than in the forest. Let's see what Hop has to say. Finally, Brascoin, I've been waiting forever for you. I thought Glenwood Tangle was a real maze, but this place is on an entirely different level. Well, he's not wrong. And it's so hot and humid that I'm sweating a pond over here. Sonia and I split up to places to survey, and she opted for the cold and snow and all. Too bad we can't somehow divide this heat up between us two. We'd both feel a bit better. Anyway, I was checking out this Forest of Focus place while I was waiting for you to show up, and I saw signs that Lilligant and Applin live here. Maybe we can gather a bit of sweet nectar that Urshifu should love from their flowers and fruit. Oh, sure. There's a Petil. Oh, this is going to be an interactive thing, I see. Look, it's a Petilil. Petilil evolves into Lilligant, which is just the Pokemon we're looking for. Hey, doesn't that Petilil seem to be acting a bit strange? Looks a little bit lost. Yeah, now that you mention it. It's still pretty little. Maybe it got separated from its parents? Whoa, who are you glooming onto, mate? You must really be lost if you think I'm your mum. And now I'm stuck, okay. You've got to help us out here, Brascoin. Go find us one of Petilil's parents or something, would you? Look for some worried-looking Lilligant. I'll wait here with this little one. I'm afraid I'll step on it if I start walking around. As it's not even attached to him. Alright, well, let us hop on a bicycle and go look for a Lilligant here. Assume I'm looking for one standing around in the overworld and probably on the opposite side of the forest because, let's face it, that's how Pokemon work. It can never be just simple and easy. And there we go. There's a Lilligant. Don't know if it looks worried or anything, but here we go. We've got your Petilil. Okay, we are leading. Lead on. Wonder how far away from I can get this thing before it starts to not follow me anymore. Ooh, almost got in a battle there. Got in a battle there. And continuing on, looks like it's not going to be very easy to ditch it, so I can start running a little bit more enthusiastically, I think. Yeah, it's still trucking along. Finally, Brascoin, and you found Lilligant. Oh, such a touching reunion. Looks like they're both pretty happy to see each other. What do you think, Brascoin? I'd say Lilligant is trying to thank you. Mm-hmm. Is this some sort of nectar from your flower, Lilligant? Oh, that Gant 2 sounds like thank you a little bit. Nice one, Brascoin. Now we got some Lilligant's nectar. Hopefully this nectar is sweet and sticky just like Urshifu likes it. Slurp some up. I definitely wouldn't call it very sticky. It's pretty watery. I don't think this is what you need, mate, but at least we did a good deed anyways. Come on, let's give Applin's nectar a try next. So I guess we're racing to find an Applin now. And bicycle we go. So that one was on the left side, so I'm going to stick to the right side, see if I can beat the game at its own game. Looks like there's an Applin right there. Yep, definitely the Applin we're looking for, I would say. And of course, Hop comes running up, so it's going to run away. This is rotten. I don't see that Applin anywhere, but I'm sure it went rolling off this way. Brascoin, we gotta find that Applin. So naturally, we have to come and shake a tree, because where else would the Applin go? Blending in with the fruit, I would suspect, which is exactly what it's doing. And apparently it jumped out and clocked me on the head. And rolls away again. Huh, Brascoin, is your head feeling a bit moist? That's gotta be Applin's nectar on you. It might give us a slip, but at least we still got what we came for. But is Applin's nectar sweet enough for Urshifu? Well, like they say, the proof is in the pudding, or the Applin, so let's give it a try. I don't think you would describe it as sticky exactly. It's more like juice or something. Lilligant's nectar wasn't it. Applin's nectar wasn't it. They weren't really sticky enough to be the sticky honey that Urshifu loves. Come to think of it, they aren't really honey at all, are they? I was thinking nectar and honey were the same thing, so I was looking for plants and flowers. But was I just barking up the wrong tree? Oh, a Venipede. I don't see one of those every day. It's cute looking, right? But it can produce really thick, gooey poison inside its body, making it pretty dangerous. I think Hop's got an idea. That's it! I was stuck on the Pokemon that produced nectar, but what we really need is a Pokemon that uses that sort of nectar to produce something else. And you just noticed? Yes. And when it comes to Pokemon that collect and store up lots of nectar to make honey, well, the answer is obvious, right? Sheep Pokemon. The Beehive Pokemon has got to be the answer, I'm sure of it this time. And Vespiquen is the Beehive Pokemon, right? Have you ever seen one? If we're talking about the Isle of Armor, I think we should find some on the island shaped like a honeycomb over near that big blue tower. Now that we know where we're going, I'm off. Don't make me wait. Well, okay then. And I think the quickest way is to go across this bridge and follow this pathway all the way down to the water. It's quite a long trip there. Alright, there's the blue tower, and our island of honey is off to the right of it. It hopes that I came here in my travels looking for more max shrooms while I was leveling up my Pokemon. I utilized my max shrooms in making it so that my Cinerace, or whatever crap it's called, yeah, making sure my Cinderace could Gigantamax, and then I didn't have any more max shrooms, and I knew I'd need them for Urshifu, or at least I think I do. There you are, Brass Coin. Glad you could finally make it. Looks like there was a Diglett hidden on this island, too. I've seen loads of Combee around, but no sign of a Vespiquen so far. But they're the ones that would have sticky honey. Huh? I borrowed a power spot detector from Sonia, but why is it going off now? I'm pretty sure we have one of those, too. Is it reacting to this tree here? Something's got to be up, Brass Coin. I think we should check it out. I'm going to make sure that my Fire-type Pokemon is the first in battle, just in case. There's a cloying smell of thick, rich honey coming from the top of the tree. Will you shake it? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I'm actually impressed. Like, this tree has got to be at least 18 inches in diameter. Or not diameter, but like thick. No, diameter would be right. And it looks like it's the home to a Gigantamax Pokemon. Or at the very least a Dynamax Pokemon. And a wild Vespiquen appeared. Ooh, it's exerting pressure. Alright, well, we're going to Gigantamax and use G-Max Fireball. Because why not? I do love this. I'm never going to get sick of how sweet that this transformation looks. Its Fireball is like sentient now. Oh, and it wasn't even a one-hit wonder. That's actually quite impressive. And it does quite a bit of damage to me with Max Airstream. It's going to take 2 more of these attacks to kill it, I think. Unless I manage to get a critical as well. And 3rd time's the charm. I do like how these don't seem to ever miss. G-Max moves, I mean. Or Dynamax moves in general, they don't seem to miss ever. Doesn't give us the option to capture it. The aftershocks of the battle cause a strange comb of honey to fall from above. You obtained a comb of max honey. Honey that Dynamax Vespiquen produces. Adding this honey to max soup makes the taste very smooth. It also has the same effect as a max revive. I sure wasn't expecting a Dynamax Vespiquen to come swooping out and attack us. I was too shocked to even think of joining you in the battle. Yeah, you were. You loser. That is some seriously sticky honey. I'm sure it's a certain something Urshifu loves. And it seems like that honey was setting off my power spot detector too. The max mushrooms and this honey you can find here on the Isle of Armor. They both seem to have some kind of tie to Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. There's tons we don't know yet about it, so there's tons of research just waiting to be done. Come on. You got the thing you were looking for, so let's head back to the dojo at once. Oh, no, I'm just gonna be lazy and fly. Alright, back at the dojo once more. Welcome back, my wandering Wooloo. Oh, and what is that sweet scent I detect, wafting through the air around you? That would be the max honey that Urshifu loves to the max. We got our hands on a nice haul of it. Did you now? Already? You put me and Brasscoin on it, old man. There's nothing the two of us can't do together. You did a real bang-up job finding that max honey, with hardly a hint from me. Very nicely done, Brasscoin, and our little hop, too. You didn't forget for a second what that certain something was, did you? If we add max honey to our max soup, even Urshifu will be sure to want to sip. Well, it's been real, Brasscoin, but I think you've learned just about everything the Master Dojo has to teach you, which means that you and I can finally have a proper battle, with absolutely no holding back. I could use a bit of training if I'm going to be ready for what's to come, after all. I won't be pulling any punches this time, kiddo. If you think you're ready for me if you think you're really ready for me when I'm serious, then come to the battle court out back. Battling the master when he's serious, that's seriously terrifying. He's the one who taught Lee all he knows, so Mustard's gotta be one wicked strong trainer. Of course he is. Steel your spirit for a serious battle, Brasscoin. I guess I better start getting serious about the research I came here to do, too. Good luck with your things, Brasscoin. I'm sure you'll manage like you always do. I'll come dashing right back to catch that battle, though, if you do try taking on Master Mustard. Alright, let us feed Urshifu. As long as you've got both max honey and max mushrooms, that is. Yes. Want to give it to Urshifu. Of course. Alright, we are all Gigantamaxed out on our Urshifu and ready to go, so I am going to go face the master of the dojo. Innocent guy standing out here all alone. Woohoo! Are you ready for another battle with little old me? That's what I want to hear. Then let's mosey on over to the battleground. You know, I've been thinking more and more these days about how fortunate we were to have you join the dojo. Even if it was by mistake at first. I can't thank you enough, Brasscoin. It's been a while since I've been so excited. I can feel my blood burning in my heart, and my heart just dancing with anticipation. I just can't resist a battle against a worthy opponent, no matter how old I get. Now then. Let's get things going. This is the most fun time in the world. Dojo Master Mustard. I still really like how he has his Galar logo on his uniform there. It's been a while since I faced such a strong opponent. My blood's boiling over. Time to see exactly what all this training has made of you. And I would not be surprised for a fake out to be the first move, because that's how most people like to start off for some reason, with fighting types using a dark type move. At least I think fake out's dark type. And Mian Shao can use Psychic type as well. Lycanroc, ground type. We want to switch to Blastoise. And Hydro Pump it. Of course, use his Stealth Rock to make it so that each time I swap out Pokemon, I take a little bit of damage. And then Death? No. Dang, you suck, Lycanroc. Ah, I see you've got your fundamentals down pat, but that alone won't cut it. Once more. That's a very powerful Stone Edge. Then again, he does got me by like 7 levels. And what are you gonna throw out next, old man? Oh, electric type Luxray. Switch Pokemon for my Flygon. Definitely Earthquake. Dang, that play rough though. It's either a fairy type move. That's gotta be a fairy type move. Ouch. Looks like that was enough to kill it, so good job, Alchemy. Is that 3 Pokemon down? Yes. Send out you. And hope your speed is great. Oh, not quite a one-hit wonder. But it's gonna kill itself, so good on ya. And I still survived. That means should be down to Urshifu. No? Komo. Nope. I'm gonna have to suicide and sacrifice. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, Cinderace. We'll just heal up Alchemy so she can come in and clean up. There we go. And then we'll use Draining Kiss. Looks like it's gonna sacrifice its health for boosts in all of its stats. And we'll use Draining Kiss. Unfortunately, it's not quite a one-hit KO, but I think it'll be enough to kill it next turn. Perfect. Now, I think I'm going to sacrifice it on a Gigantamax Pokemon next, because he's about got to use, like, I have the Dark Urshifu, so he's about got to have the Water-type Urshifu. And I think I'm just going to sacrifice my Pokemon, because I got a Toxtricity left, and while it's being Gigantamaxed, I don't think Toxtricity will live through a blow. And I imagine it's got to be pretty fast. Faster than my Pokemon. It is a higher level, but that doesn't always mean a thing. Yep, definitely using the water type. And of course, he knows a steel type move. No, that was a stupid idea. Not that I was going to live through it anyways. At this point, I'm just taking out his Gigantamax form. At this point, it's going to kill me out of sheer attack power, if anything. Alright, my last and final Pokemon is my Urshifu. And just to show you all what that looks like, I have to Gigantamax the Dark style. And my most effective move is going to be Max Airstream, unfortunately. Take your one-hit KO pose there, sir. Boom. Finished, old man. You defeated Dojo Master Mustard. And he just laughs it off. Strength ebbs and flows. Aww. Blast. Finished before I could read it. One moment you grasp it, and the next it slips from your hand. But the strength you now have, the strength that lets you defeat me, it is unwavering. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I held absolutely nothing back, and yet you still defeated me. The apprentice surpasses his master. A true moment of pride for the master. You deserve a very special lead card from me. It seems I will have to redo my own training from scratch. Oh, darling, did I hear right? You actually lost? Ah, so you all came. You know, I can't resist seeing you get all serious about battle, you cheeky thing. You look utterly dashing, darling. Oh, but look at me getting all distracted. You are amazing, Brass Coin. Looks like we all need to have some max soup tonight to celebrate. I knew you weren't just a new student. I think I'll call you Master Newbie from now on. Well, I'm not surprised one bit, Brasscoin. I knew you would win. And you were fabulous too, Urshifu. Brasscoin. Well, I guess I should congratulate you. But I won't. Why should I celebrate anything you do, huh? Still, that cleared up a lot. You're strong enough to beat the Master going all out. I never stood a chance. But the next time I face you, I'll take you on fair and square, and I won't lose, you'll see. I don't think I'll lose. Oh, you're downright infuriating, you know that? Almost as bad as I am. Well, at least she's aware of her own flaws. Well, that wraps up the last of the training here at the Master Dojo. Oh, back to normal, huh, Master? Brasscoin, I hope you'll come by and have more battles with me from time to time. It'll make us both stronger. Just so we're ready for when the time comes. Oh, don't worry, you'll find out what I'm talking about eventually. Anyway, let's all head back, shall we? Like one big family. Yeah! And with that, we have cleared the main missions for the Master Dojo in the Island of Armor expansion DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Naturally, there is a lot left to do, like evolve the Galarian Slowpoke into the Galarian form Slowbro, and collect all of the many Alolan Diglett. I will be tackling those in another video, so tune in next time to see that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all then.